This really shouldn't be that hard to figure out. This person is baffled because a racist, fascist, and homophobe can enjoy fiction that is anti-racist, anti-fascist, and anti-homophobe. Are you implying that people should learn their world values from fiction? Are you implying that people cannot separate their values from fiction? People don't just learn their values from fiction when the real world is what they experience the most.
There is no fiction that is not based nor has themes of real-life events and elements.
That doesn't mean fiction should be a place for you to learn your world values. It can be a place of great learning and morals, but people enjoy fiction for things other than the moral lessons.
It's not even about media literacy at this point. Y'all are clearly incapable of forming any sort of cognitive thought.
Are you talking about yourself? You can't even process that bigots can enjoy anti-bigot fiction. So, what kind of cognitive thought that you have? That's not the only anti-fictional content that we got today, ladies and gentlemen. We have plenty more, especially if it involves anime. Watch out, guys. We should not give anime fans a bad name, like this Lucoa from Maid cosplayer. I see nothing wrong with this. It's a nice little cosplay. Are you afraid of women with tits? Well, no. It's because she's roleplaying the Lucoa character, lusting over SHOTA. And SHOTA is a fictional character, and so is Lucoa. They are both not real. This person says the majority of the population will never see people cosplaying as Lucoa because she's a child predator. You are not familiar with Maid at all. There are lots of cosplayers who cosplay as her. My brother sees one in real life with his own 2 eyes. It doesn't matter if the fans are okay with how Lucoa and SHOTA acted in the anime. Call it creepy and disturbing all you like, but I have never heard of a Maid fan being a child predator in real life. Maid is a very popular anime, and a really good one too. Check it out. It continues to boggle my mind why people keep on whining about these fictional contents being problematic when there's nothing wrong with liking them, even if they are problematic. I do not understand why people are like, how dare you like fiction that has these problematic things? Then you check on their bio and they too like fiction with problematic things.
I think liking scary horror games is better than getting turned on by pedophilia.
Nope, your logic can also be applied to the fiction that you like, and they are both idiotic.
It's troubling that some of you can't tell the difference between depicting incest and fetishizing it.
Because there aren't any. We glorify murder all the time in fiction. We love seeing characters kill people. That does not make us murderers.
I really don't understand the correlation pros hippers are trying to push. That's like saying you watched Hannibal, so you are a cannibal.
You are so close, man. You are this close.
I never said I liked the fact that Hannibal was a cannibal. It's simply a part of the show. I don't condone it within or outside the show.
The same goes with literally anything we like in fiction, including 40-year-old children. Do you get it now? I am frustrated with the number of people being accused of all sorts of crimes because they like problematic fictional content. It's to the point where these antis suggest probably one of the wildest ideas that I have ever read. This has to be one of the wildest takes from an anti that I have ever read in my life. I'm warning you, this paragraph will make you lose IQ points.
You wouldn't draw 18 plus of your real friends. Why would you do it to fictional characters?
Because they're not real, you doofus.
Treat fictional characters as real people.
I'm sorry, what?
Hold on, no.
Treat fictional characters as real people? Are you out of your mind? Do you even read the sentences that you're typing? Why would we treat fictional characters as real people? That's what those guys who married their waifus in real life did.
Rather than thinking that you could use them to fulfill your sexual fantasies just because they aren't real.
That's none of your business, you delusional half-wit. The fact that they are not real is precisely why it's perfectly fine, you moron. This is my brain right now.
70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, retard.
Yep, those IQ points are dropping. I'm gonna need support for this. And with that, I'd like to give a huge thanks to all the sponsors of this channel. You guys are fantastic. If you want to see your names among these legends, then check out the links down below. Just $1 and you have supported this channel immensely. Seriously, thank you so much. And now, let's move on from people that care way too much about fiction, and let's talk about people that care way too much about fiction in an entirely different light. There are many male chosen one characters in fiction, and this person wants more female chosen ones. We already have plenty, but I do agree that there are more male chosen ones than female. I don't agree with this take.
Even in futuristic or alternate universes where everything is fantastical or super technologically advanced, somehow patriarchy and sexism still exists.
Actually, it makes more sense that prejudice will still exist in the future. There's nothing wrong with making a future where people don't have prejudice, but that's an ideal future and not a realistic one.
When there are stories that focus on women who are the chosen ones, then they just get called Mary Sues or annoying.
I guess some of the female chosen ones from young adult novels count, but the famous ones like Katniss are not someone I'd call a Mary Sue. Madoka ascended to a literal goddess and she's still not a Mary Sue. So, who are you talking about? Oh, her. Yeah, sorry, but she is. Speaking of chosen ones, one of the greatest stories ever told with a chosen one as a main aspect of the story is Avatar: The Last Airbender. In that show, Avatar is the person who will save the world and bring balance to the universe. And hey, one of the avatars was Korra, which was not a great continuation. This person challenged people who aren't fans of Korra to critique the show without comparing it to The Last Airbender, attacking people who like Korra, or resorting to insults and nitpicking. That's pretty easy. To me, Korra is a mixed bag. Season 1 was okay, Season 2 was awful. Season 3 and 4 are actually pretty good, but I do not blame anyone who quit watching after Season 2. It rehashes the same plot points as Season 1, except worse. I have no sympathy for Korra or whatever the hell that Civil War plot is happening in that season. I remember being very unhappy with that season, and I was a teenager. Korra is a mixed bag of a series, with plenty of goods and plenty of bads. Mostly mids, but I'm not here to share my opinion. I'm here because the challenger locked the thread. Apparently people failed because they went on to attack others. Well, I'm gonna attack you now for locking the replies, you filthy coward. Here's one aspect I hate about Korra: the love triangle between the gang. Actually, hold on a second, correction, the love rectangle between the gang. I'm genuinely shocked that they're all still friends, even after a lot of romantic backstabs. It reminds me of the Persona 5 Harem Valentine event. It's funny at first, but the fact that the girls and the ladies pretend that that didn't happen in the next part of the story is incredibly jarring. No one in their right mind would be Joker's friend by that point. Not the girls, at least. Seriously, guys, don't cheat. And speaking of cheating, we got this really sad hoopla. I mean it. This is just sad.
I'm a six-figure engineer, but this is the second time my girl has cheated on me. What am I doing wrong?
She cheated on you twice, bro. You should have dumped that hack the first time.
This is the girl who asked me out and said that she loved me from the bottom of her heart. I ended friendships with her after they told me about her because I didn't believe them for her.
Oh boy, talk about hoes before bros. You ended friendships over her? Yeah, you lost me on that one. You clearly did not listen to reason when there were friends trying to help you. Since you're asking the net for genuine advice, dump that hoe and apologize to your friends.
I treat women the way my mom told me to.
Except you're not dealing with a woman. You're dealing with a two-timing whore. It's like that LinkedIn drama. Yes, LinkedIn drama. Someone leaked a cheating wife's nudes and sex on LinkedIn, of all places. Crazy, I know. But hey, even if you got cheated on twice because your dumbass still didn't dump her the first time, at least you can still eat. Yeah, we're going back to this discourse again. I am astounded that this discourse even exists. This guy walked to McDonald's and ordered food directly. Why aren't more people doing that? Because some people can't walk. Some people are living worse than you. Why are you not sympathetic to them? The wildest take comes from this person who apparently struggles to microwave their food. This person struggles to get the box open and read the instructions. All that requires standing for a while and moving back and forth. That's just tiring. Bro, are you for real? Not everybody can afford a microwave. Not everyone can use a microwave. Then why do you buy microwavable food? If you can DoorDash food every day and know how to navigate through the DoorDash menu, you can buy a microwave and learn how to use it. This hate message was sent to this guy and he made it about disabled people. Bro, if you are so disabled that you can't even open the food packaging, you have way bigger issues than some jerk on the net. Yeah, I'm just astounded by the amount of people hiding behind disabled people just as an excuse to be a jerk online. But let's move on from people being jerks into billionaires not knowing how to make memes. This is one of the most embarrassing mistakes I've ever seen, and the person who made the mistake isn't even aware that they're making the mistake. Elon Musk L is such a common thing nowadays. This time, he posted this meme, if you can even generously call it that. It's a big brain roll safe meme, but the caption is baffling.
X is where media hoaxes go to die.
What the hell are you talking about, Elon? This meme is horrible. The roll safe meme is supposed to be used for big brain activities. You don't get hoaxes from Twitter X if you're not on Twitter X. You won't get corrected by community notes if you're not on Twitter X. You won't get hate from social media if you're not on social media. You will never lose your virginity if you always win. Literally anything is better than whatever the hell this is. Speaking of billionaires, say what you want about Elon Musk, at least he contributed significantly to society. Let's talk about Hasan again. Last time I talked about Hasan, he was him complaining that streaming drains your soul, worse than a 9-to-5 job. I too would find the prospect of streaming 9 hours every day creatively bankrupt. I can see how it sucks the soul out of you. I just think Hasan should check his privilege. Lots of people would rather be in his position right now, especially when his streams are just him leaving his freaking chair. Well, the soul-sucking process continues as Hasan has a mental breakdown on his Discord server. He's sad that people aren't watching his streams anymore. Yeah, join the queue, Haas. At least you got 13,000 people watching. Most people are fighting for one viewer. You already got 13,000 and you're already the most well-known streamer in existence. Check your privilege again. And that's all for the video today. If you like this video, please don't forget to click the like button and subscribe for more. Don't forget to check out my ABB Show stream channel, link down below. Go subscribe as always. Thank you for watching and I'll see you all next time.